Assalamu alaikum, all of you. Let me take you through my visit to Garment Technology Expo that happened this year in September 18. This here is an internal setup of a factory unit and how they set up their machines, and this is a cutting table, automatic cutting table, and here is where you feed your fabric to lay it on the machine before the cutting. Okay, coming to next, this is the jack machine. Now these machines seems to be digitalized and looks like they work better, since all the mechanism and the control is at the click of a button. It looks more interesting. And then I saw what's happening here is the pattern making. The machine is being feeded with a design and the machine does the cutting automatically, and that was the square piece. The machine was instructed for cutting that piece. And then I come here at the interesting part is how the embroidery is done on the machine. You can see here is it a thread work?
Thread work.
And the sequence is the same, something that lacy.
Let's see.
So machine is doing the cutting part of
All
it.
parts are moved.
This is an auto embroidery industrial machine. As you can see, there are multi machines attached on a one row, and the whole cloth is feeded in to the machine, and the embroidery is automatically done. There are no thread changes that require, unlike the non-industrial machines. I think this is something very interesting that I went through.
Limestone machine.
Okay, that's something new.
It's new machine.
What are the prices for these machines?
This machine is 18 lakh plus GST.
18 lakhs plus GST. And the width can be increased. The width can be increased upon. So is it doing the printing part of it?
Printing. First we will do printing, after that embroidery, and then that beads.
Printing, embroidery, and then beads. Okay, that's nice. It can add on beads also. That's nice. This is the bead dispenser.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so each part of it does what length of the embroidery? Something spoiled here. Okay.
That by putting ink expo.
Okay. What kind of ink is used?
That is fabric ink. You are running with embroidery company or something? Boutique.
I'm a fashion designer.
Your fashion.
All these done in these machines?
All these are. This is sample.
So immediately after the embroidery machines, I came to this spot where the machine was stitching the leather. Look at the beautiful embossed effect. Once the stitching is done, the pattern looks so beautiful, and I was just overwhelmed. So my next stop was here at this fabric printing machine, and they had this beautiful fabric that was printed on this machine. They have fabric inks, they have fabric machine, printing machine displayed. Look at the quality, the soft feel of the fabric. And then my stop was at auto cutter machine. That's a huge one, and I couldn't stay there because I want to see something that is happening here, and it's interesting. The embroidery, the auto embroidery machine, and this is a single part of the huge machine that we just saw earlier. Wow, this looks so nice. And then here is another stitching machine. I just asked this person to show me how this lace is attached to the fabric. So let's see. ये लेस कैसे लगा रहे हैं आप? अच्छा, इसमें यहाँ से आ रही है लेस. Can you just see how cleanly this machine is attaching the lace? This looks like a fabric or the apparel conveyor belt. Probably it is automated. I didn't ask them, but then it's separating different colors of fabric or different pieces of clothings into a separate area. That was the technology. Wow, the technology. So here we move on to another machine. I was very much interested looking at these button feeder, an auto stitching machine for buttons. Yeah, it's another industrial purpose. I don't know if it will work for smaller areas. So this is the button feeder, and it feeds accurately. That is what they say. Look at what's happening here. Wow, a jeans is being pressed by hot air. The hot air is blown into the jeans, and yeah, that's it. It irons by itself, giving it the shape and retaining the form. Wow, that's called the technology, development in the technology.
इसमें
Okay.
कुछ स्टिचिंग नहीं होता कभी भी। आप देख रही हो यहाँ पे कुछ भी स्टिचिंग नहीं है, सिर्फ टेप लगे हुए हैं और प्रेसिंग करते हैं।
हाँ.
तो बाकी दूसरे टी शर्ट में आपको दिखाई देगा स्टिचिंग रहेगा।
Okay.
तो ये सिर्फ पूरा बॉन्डेड है।
So special machinery है
या इसके लिए स्पेशल या ऐसे मशीन में बनते हैं। ये जो आप देख रही हो, ये मशीन वो जो कॉर्नर पे लगा हुआ है पर्पल कलर में, उसमें बनते हैं। और ऐसे सभी आइटम्स बनते हैं, जो वो सब पैटर्न डिजाइन है ना, वो सब बनते हैं।
Okay, what I saw next was lots and lots of machine parts. Okay, next I learned about this pre-pattern maker, which gives you a blueprint for the cutting machines to lay on the fabric before the cutting happens. And it's a blueprint, obviously, it instructs you how to cut. And here is the cutting machine. Okay, my favorite part, the CAD, complete CAD solutions. I'm a CAD student, so I love using CAD. I have of lately not worked on CAD, but yes, that is an interesting part of designing. You get to learn and do your garments on computer, and then you feed them onto these CAD cutting machines, and they do the rest. This is the pattern that is cut out once you feed in your design, as it is a auto cutting machine, and you just have to feed in your design and machine gives you the patterns. This one looks like a household embroidery machine. Let me ask. It's all digitalized and it gives you what has to be done here.
You have to select the design there.
Okay.
Then you can do it automatically does the design.
What are the colors when there is a change of colors? Because usually in these machines there's only one threading place, but when there's embroideries it goes with multicolors. Do you have that facility?
Yeah, after one color is finished, you have to change the color.
That's manual.
Manual,
Okay.
yes.
And finally what I saw was this small scale industrial embroidery machines, and just before, the embroidery that you saw were all done on these beautiful machines. I think this is the last and very interesting thing that I saw at this garment expo. Yeah, by the way, this expo happened in Bangalore in the month of September. The machine Ricoma company has its setup in Bangalore, and they do offer how to do these embroidery. They have a proper course here, and if you want to know, you can contact me. You can email me on my email address. You can find me in my about me area. So that's it. Here we end this video. I hope you liked it. Please do comment and like the video. Allah Hafiz, all of you.